Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. I kind of forget that I left my eraser right here in front of me for some reason. I need to put this. I need like a little like section where I can put all my three art-related objects just in one space. I could just put the eraser on top of the god-forsaken, well, sketchbook itself. But I'm too lazy to do that because when I whip it out, and that sounds odd, but when I take it, when I pick it up, I usually, I'm like twisting myself a bit because I put a lot of my stuff on this little table that's to my right. So I gotta kind of pick it up in an odd fashion in order to make this work. Hmm. That's all right though. I guess I'll just leave it there for now. We won't be getting onto any sketching just yet. I have got to first schedule the rest of this week so that I may know what to do and when to do it, so that I don't have to stress about any of that. I'm gonna play some music in the background as I do that. So I guess the VOD itself will be musicless as always. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all, I think. So yeah, that's the first thing I gotta do. Yuki! What is that emote? It's just a dog. I mean, it says meow, but it kind of looks. At first thought, it was a dog. I was wrong. It is. It is supposed to be a cat. Yep, it's a cat actually. Yep, I've noticed. I have seen it. Well, Q drew it. I suppose so. I suppose that explains it all, right? That's why. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. How's your day been? How's your day been? Has it been good? Have you been resting well, or at least eating well? Have you been doing anything fun? How's the Monday? Is it very Monday? Or has it not been Monday enough? I'm a little more joyous. But that could be just, you being here. I don't know. What's a Monday? Question mark. You know what's funny? I don't know what that other mark is called. I kind of keep forgetting, like all of the different marks of computer signals. I always forget. But what's a Monday? It is a day in the week, a day in the week. That is what a Monday is. Last I checked, anyhow. When was Monday created? I want to know the wording history of Monday. When did Monday... I don't know how I'm gonna ask this question to Google. Huh. Is there even a way to do that? Hold on. I'm trying to think about it. When was Monday created is probably a better question. When... Nope, that's not how you spell that. When was Monday created? I gotta know. I gotta know. Monday... Okay, I know it's a day of the week. Let's see. According to the Organization for Standardization, ISO 8601 standard. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Monday in Wikipedia. The names for the day of the week were coined in the Roman era in Greek and Latin. In the case of Monday, as whatever the hell that is, because I can't pronounce Greek. Dies Lunae, day of the moon. Okay. There's a bit about Old English, mayhaps. Or that the English noun Monday derived sometime before 1200 from Monday, spelt in a very funny way, with funny letters, which itself developed from Old English around the year 1000 from an even funnier spelling of Monday. But basically, Monday just means Moon's Day or something similar, or at least the word that was derived to create Monday just meant Moon's Day, which I guess makes sense, right? Like Monday, Moon's Day, makes sense. Yuki, you're roaring at me. Why do you roar? Why are you being an aggressive little critter? An aggressive little creation. Hmm? What's with the roaring? Are you trying to assert your supremacy over me? Is that what you're trying to do? It's not gonna work. You may be taller, but it's not gonna work, okay? I am not frightened by your roars. You may roar as often as you wish, though. I will not stop you. Actually, I would prefer it, you know? Lets me know you're out there, living, existing. Like when you go into the woods and you hear the howl of a wolf, and you know they're out there. And that's kind of scary when it comes to wolves because, you know, they can smell you and you don't know where they're going to be. But it's still kind of cool. Except if you feel like they're going to be hunting you down, in which case it is not cool. But they're just, you know. Gosh, you know, that reminds me. And I've been so sidetracked from actually writing out what I'm going to do for this week when it comes to streams. But whatever. You ever seen those goofy ass videos of like those like wolves in captivity and like the way they interact with with people? You know, they're like caretakers and whatever. They're so goofy. I fucking love them. They're so silly. I love them. I love them very much. I love those creatures. So lovely. They're just big friends. They're like huge. Like wolves are huge. Yeah, I kind of forget that sometimes that like when they stand on their hind legs, god damn, they're like as tall as a person. It's kind of scary. You love? What do you love, Yuki? I love. Tell me what you love. My back itches. Not that you needed to know that, but okay. You're remembering a song. That's all. You're remembering a song. I remember when that song was stuck in my head like a little virus that just kept worming around in my skull. Both the original and the cover were just in my brain. Nice pog, you know. Oh goodness, I still forget just how red the eyes of Q are. It's like it just makes Q appear high, and that's gives me a giggle. It gives me a giggle. Tell me if this particular song is a little too. Some of these songs, I don't know what it is with Spotify, but I feel like some of the songs are just like a little too soft, you know, in volume. This one certainly feels like it. Have I been watching Q? I'm gonna be honest, not for a while. Mainly because I forgot. I sometimes forget to follow the people that are suggested to me, and therefore, like, they just kind of stay out of my cycle and until they just randomly appear in my recommended thing again on Twitch. I probably should do that. Probably should just give Q a follow. What has Q been up to? Hasn't Q gotten like a new model? I feel like last I checked, there was like a new model, or maybe there wasn't. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe that was somebody else. Yeah, I'm tripping. Never mind. I'm tripping. Silly brain. Silly brain. I try to keep like some amount of track on a bunch of people. I misremembered my information. Very silly of me. I should try and keep a record. Although that would be I would need a separate book for that. I would need like a proper either using one of the folders that I have. You kind of want Omori's white room. Why would that be? I feel like a pale white room would be not the most pleasant thing. Like it would stain. Like if you drop anything, it's over, you know? It's just over. Like, what if you got shocky milk? Then you spill the shocky milk everywhere. You know how hard that would be to clean up? I mean, I guess you would know whether your room is actually clean or not, because everything would be stark white. So if there's a stain, you would know, you know, that you gotta scrub more. That's just it. There's nothing to drop. I suppose, like, yeah, I guess canonically, right? There's nothing in there but a couple of items. So I suppose you're technically correct. But I was just thinking, like, you actually wanted just a stark white room that you could just go into, you know? Hmm. I hear it's a good game. Man, I still remember when the trailer. Was it a trailer or like a fan trailer? I think it was the fan trailer that was just like another song over like a bunch of like Amori related images or something like that. That YouTube video has like how many millions of views? Like holy moly. Doon 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 doo doo doon doo 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 doo. Let me look it up. Omori. Uh yeah, 11 million views from that random video 10 years ago. I suppose the kids would call it nowadays an edit. That version of Pure Imagination is pretty good though. I like it. I don't know by who it is that sings it. I think I've heard it before a couple of times, but I kind of forgot. Oh, that's kind of cute. With the little light sticks. They kind of look like glowing mushrooms with the way it kind of like spreads out at the center. It's like glowing mushrooms. Would you eat a glowing mushroom, Yuki? I feel like I'd pick it up, but I wouldn't eat a glowing mushroom. That just seems like a somewhat not chill idea. But I don't know. It might also mean adventure. You would? Seems very much like yourself. You are Yuki the Moth now. No more Yuki the Elf, Yuki the Moth. Maybe I should have expected that, you know? I should have expected that a glowing mushroom would in fact be something of your consumption. I kind of want a boat. Like, I want the boat. I want the, like, a classic dreadnought, you know? You're the personification of an identity crisis. Hey, it's alright. It's quite alright. You may be this personification as much as you like. So you should be changing your Twitch nickname immediately. Can you only do that like once a year? I thought it was only once a year that you could do that. I'm not sure when was the last time you changed it. Definitely within. Oh, my internet's like. Okay, my internet is like alive, normal. Should not. Oh, so you shouldn't be changing. Oh, sorry, Yuki. Cause only once a year. Yeah, only once a year. You know, I really do wonder why they only limit it to once a year. That seems, I don't know. I don't know. Once in 2 months, actually? It it's not once every two. I thought it was once a year. Is it actually once every twice? I mean, once every twice. Once every 2 months? Jeez Louise. I cannot speak the English language. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what was that. Let me try some Mongolian throat singing. Yeah. I can't match the glorious Mongolian throat singers. Maybe one day, with enough practice, I will sound like a baritone instrument of some capacity. of some kind. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, you know what I figured out about Disillusionist T? That there's actually not one ending, but many. There are many endings to the game, and I was under the what's the word? I was under the impression that we were just heading for one ending. So, yikes. There are apparently many endings to that game, and they all kind of branch out. So I've been making decisions I didn't even know I had the ability to make, which is, tough, I suppose. Tough, but that's okay. Well, whatever ending we attain, I shall be glad for it. And I also did try to check out what the average time of accomplishing the game is through a third-party website. A lot is the answer. 20 something to 30 something hours. You can't decide whether a spider or moth. Aren't you not a fan of the Spudor? I mean, I don't know if you want my input into it in the first place. You may judge me, you may cast me away, if that is the case. Last I checked, you weren't the biggest fan of Spudors. Only sometimes, yo? True enough. I suppose I should be more aware of that. It's only sometimes. You didn't mean to write yo. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Dio. You do sometimes say Dio. So, yes saying. Damn, I gotta trim the beard down. Again. Bounce on it, Dio. Ah, goodness gracious. Crazy style, Dio. I no, no, whale. What was that word? I think I was trying to say well, but I just said it like a southerner. Whale. Well, what do we have here? Ay, ay, ay. Whale. Yeah. Listen, my speech impediments that don't exist and are just me being dumb and lazy when it comes to talking are very profound, They're very profound at times. I still need to get my damn schedule together. Holy moly. Jolly boy. Get your shit together. Okay, today's Monday. We're already doing something today. Tuesday. What do I do tomorrow? What do I have in terms of games? Disillusion ST. I think I'm gonna keep Fridays as the day I decide to play uh Sky. Cause then it's a free day. It's like the last day of the week. People can hop on. I do have to decide whether to do the karaoke stream on Saturday or on Sunday. I think Saturday's probably better now. That's not how you spell karaoke. I can never figure out how to spell karaoke. Karaoke? No. Uh, okay. Spell checking? Yeah, spell check. Okay, that's how you spell it. You spelled whale again. Thursday, Tuesday. I kind of don't want to play Disillusion again. Right, I do have the visual novel. I almost forgot about that. Uh, read your nickname. Yuki the Moth. You are now very confused, Moth. Motheritis. I don't know why. My brain just came up with that word. You know, I'm just thinking about you now with like you know how a lot of moth characters have like the neck fluff like as a part of their like aesthetic, like it's usually like a part of their clothes or whatever. I'm just thinking of you wearing like a coat that just has a lot of like neck fluff. I don't know why. That's very moth like in my brain. I've seen too many characters designed like that are moth based. Clothes, fancy clothes? It can be fancy if you like. It's not usually fancy. I think they just do it because you know how moth, at least some of them are like fluffy looking. I think that's why they do it. They have like a lot of like fluff related items that are like usually around the neck, whether it's clothes, sometimes it's just a part of the character itself, you know? You have a plan? I have a plan, Arthur. What if you just carry around B6? B6? I don't know what you refer to. Ow, my neck. When do I wanna... I could do that on a Wednesday. Maybe on a Tuesday. No. Anti-stress? Ah. Anti-stress. You could. You could just carry it around. Do you need to carry it around? Is it a necessity or a want? I need to stop messing with the volume. I mean, you could save me today from anxiety. It could. Why are you anxious? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. I feel like asking you would make you feel more anxious from whatever you're feeling anxious about. I will not be doing that. I will not be an added stressor. I will instead, I don't know. I will instead zoom in on the lamp up. Look at this guy. Oh, you didn't know why it was kind of there? Oh, that's fair. It's kind of a bit always. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Usually when I can't find something to distract myself with, you know? But I feel you. I can relate to your emotion. I do hope it eases off a little though, even if it in and of itself is a little bit. I try to draw a little bit of a lamp pup. I think 2 days ago, just the head. I try to make him out to like have like two sets of eyes. It didn't really work out because I still can't figure out the proportions correctly of like the head. I'll work on that more though. I feel like I can get that done. I might save that for the other Jolly though, because I think that would be a cool idea. Just having two sets of eyes, like you have the ram eyes, and then you have the forward facing wolf eyes. I think that would be cool. That's why you like play. You liked practice at the hospital. You had work all the time, brain no empty. Very true. Very true. It makes a lot of sense. You know, have you been keeping up on chess, or has that just been a thing for you that has kind of gone on the wayside? Because I know you did that a lot. That's why you were so good. So good. You're playing sometimes. Hmm. That's good to know. I think this is what human beings just need, you know? We're like parrots in cages without the funny little ball that has the bell in it. Odd analogy, I know, but it feels like it fits. Or like a city dog. You know, that reminds me of a video I saw where I think it was in the UK. There's this guy that has a van with like treadmills inside, small treadmills, and he offers services to people with dogs who are like in the city who can't really take their dogs out in a walk. And so I guess he just gets paid to bring their dogs into his van so that they can just like run on the treadmills, and the video was from the perspective of this like very clearly very excited like German Shepherd who was just barking like crazy and running at like Mach 10. It was like sped up too, so it was extra funny. And inside the van, there was already like a golden retriever, and the golden retriever looked so scared every now and again because this damn German Shepherd was just going crazy on the treadmill, barking like crazy. And you would just see the golden retriever next to it just kind of like look at it every now and again, like giving it the side eye, like while like having a more casual like walk trot type thing. It was goofy as hell. Ah, sometimes I feel bad for those dogs, you know? Just being a city dog must suck. You don't got a lot of places to go, you know? You're just stuck inside, and then you get to maybe walk if your person decides to walk you. Okay, redneck dog. Who are you calling a redneck dog? Who's the redneck dog? Are you calling the German Shepherd I described the redneck dog, or are you calling me the redneck dog? You better not be calling me the redneck dog. Me? How dare you? How could you? How could you say such a thing? That is so awful. So awful. I don't even drink beer all that often, you know? I don't even own a pickup. I don't even like I don't know what do people I don't know what the Appalachian peoples do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what they do. I don't make distilled alcohol out of dubious products in a dubious environment with dubious other fellow rednecks, you know? Mm, I sit and I think and I cuddle sometimes or want to very much. That's what I want to do. Anyhow, uh I'm feeling very noisy today. I think for right now at least, there's a lot of energy in the Jolly Boy. I may have the zoomies myself, just a little bit. A little bit. It'll die down soon enough. Perhaps I'm feeling joyous for no good reason. A little too much oxygen to the mind might be the reason why. You ever tried the Wim Hof method? Which is just like taking a lot of deep breaths until you feel your limbs get tingly? Lamp up diseased? What? No! No! Lamp pups cannot be deceased. They can't die. That's not how that works. They can't be killed. They're just little guys. Don't kill the lamp pup. Precious little guy. Why do you say deceased? Why would you think? Why would you ever think that? That is an evil thought. Evil thought to have. They at best just become even smaller. Maybe. You're evil? You're not evil. You're just moth. If I put a light bulb in front of your face, you're just gonna bonk your head on it. And I don't think that's very evil, you know? Maybe if you steal it, that might be evil. Moths are knights. Are they? According to what law are they knights? 'Cause shiny. Huh? Huh? I'm a little confused. Just a little. I do not see the correlation between knighthood and things being shiny. Very confused? Yes. I could describe myself as a. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Shiny armor. Moths like shiny. wouldn't that mean that they're bad warriors because they would get distracted by each other's shiny armor? I feel like that that would make for a very silly story. Two valiant warriors, two valiant knights are sent to face one another, but they keep getting too distracted by each other's shiny armor. That's the point of having shiny armor. Oh, I see. It's a tactic of the great strategy. Their willpower has to be very good so that they don't get distracted while they fight each other. I see. I see. Hmm. That's actually kind of smart, though. That's kind of smart. Gosh, I wonder where you got that idea from. If you just made it up, you're very smart. Smart moth. Moth with the mind of 1,000 moths. For we know that moths don't tend to be particularly intelligent. Made up on spit. Made up on spot. Spot. Spot! I, I don't know why. Sometimes when I start laughing, I just. I did the same thing today where I saw an image and it made me laugh. And every time, like, not every time, but every now and again, when I start laughing, it sounds evil. And I don't know why. I forgot what it was exactly that I saw earlier. It was something cute and it made me laugh with joy. And it was like an evil laugh. And I don't know why it came out like that. I need to come up with the rest of the list. The list! The mighty list! You bit me? I mean, yeah, that's okay. I have a lot of fluff, you know. I've got a lot of protection. You know, if you try to bite the neck, you know, you can't. There's too much hair in the way. If you try to bite my arm, you know, I got my clothes. There's very few parts that are not protected, you know? My mind is trying to cook up something. I shouldn't let it cook. I will not allow my brain to cook. Cooking is bad for my mind. I honestly want to laze around a lot of this week. I don't know why. Bam, bam. I gotta look up some games, maybe. Maybe that's why. You like the song? I'm glad you enjoy this song. This playlist is kind of good. There's a lot of songs. There's like 13 hours of songs in this playlist. I haven't heard of a lot of these songs before. Maybe this artist? Maybe. It's possible. I feel like the voice is very familiar. But I cannot remember why. I don't know if there was a song you had recommended once that might be the one that sounds similar. Lamp? No lamp. Is it lamp? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. Let me see. Uh, if you mean an artist by the name of Lamp, this is not that artist. It's one called Minuano. 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 But I don't remember if like I said, I don't remember. It was quite a while ago that you had recommended that song. They might have a similar kind of genre thing, mayhaps. That's completely possible. Oh, how do I go back to a playlist? That's how. Haha, I'm smart. Tried Mood Romantica. Mood Romantica? Okay, well, we'll play this one song. Ooh, very very snazzy. I like this. I like this. I'm swaying my head a little bit. Let me stop before I get myself a little dizzy. Let's say tomorrow or Wednesday I should play Underrail on Wednesday. Thursday, Tuesday, that's tomorrow. So I got 2 days to fill out on the schedule. I guess 3, with Sunday being there as well. First yawn of the stream. Let's fucking go! I love yawning on stream 5 million times. I forgot to have somebody stream just kinda in the back so that I can collect channel points. There we go. You're gonna go get a towel to eat. Don't eat cloth. Shoko, hail to thee! You didn't even arrive yet and you're getting welcomed by a yawn? Well, hey, it be like that sometimes. But welcome, Shoko. Spinning trout, spinning trout. Glad you are so fascinated. Nuh-uh. You're domestic silk. Domestic silk moth. But moth, like, okay, listen. You can't eat the towel, okay? Do not eat the towel, Yuki. No towels. Eat something that moths can eat that is healthy for moth. I don't think eating towel is good for you. Shoko, say something. Yuki's trying to eat the towel. We cannot let this happen. Moths eat cotton. Embrace towelness of this towel. I, I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? Ay, Dios. You two are fascinating at times. Rather fascinating. Little cretins, little capacity creatures. Fine, Yuki, you may eat a towel. It's cotton. Yeah, what do you think I said? Cotton. Cotton. Do you not hear me? What's more towely than fresh towelicious towel? Or towelius. Towelius. Towel. I said cotton? No, I said cotton. I did not say cotton. Cotton. That's how I pronounce cotton. Cotton as cotton. Why must you always judge me? if it's not my laugh, it is the way I pronounce things. Why can't you let me be? Why must I always be judged? Ay, ay, ay. Yuki is not one to let things go so easily. My accent is truly endearing sometimes. See, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. I shall smite you. I shall smite you once you get into these damn fields. I'm gonna drag you to these fields, and you're gonna start eating a lot of hay. A lot of it. You're gonna be so filled with hay, you're not gonna have any space for any towel. Gonna treat you like a father treats his child once they catch them smoking a cigarette. 1,000 grasses of hay. You're not a demon, you can't be smitten. Well, yeah, wrong. Smite enough smitten. Smite, smart. I thought that said enough, not smart. Guys, reading is rough, you know? Don't let anyone ever tell you that reading is not tough. Smog. Smog on them. Do I smog? Smogging. Smug. that is a rather smug. That's very smug. Very smug. I don't know how to challenge that smugness. I don't think it can be. Anyways, you go to kitchen, small creature. Go, feast, nutrition thyself. You can't be B? Understandable, yeah. Can't be B. Being B is rough. This is the closest thing to smug I got in my inventory of emotes that I've collected thus far. That's more, silly and cute than it is smug. Ow. Neck. Guys, if okay, now you got that as well. That's like a different kind of smug. That's like a insinuating kind of smug. You know what I mean? Like you're insinuating something. Although I suppose technically it is smug. A variation of the smuggler look. Smuggler. Smugtaculous. Smugalicious. I forgot that I had things to do. Well, I guess I'm gonna put the scheduling away. How how am I doing today? I am doing okay, especially after being taught how to turn off the automatic emote thing on Discord. I can now make faces that I want to make on Discord. I am joyous because of that. I did watch a couple of videos today. I watched one a lady that was talking about how villains are very much, they kind of suck today in written form and in shows because nobody's willing to actually make a villain that is actually just a bad person. And that's a very, 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 very basic summary of the 40-something minute video, of which I watched like 30-something minutes. But it was interesting. She's clearly knows what she's talking about. And I do tend to agree that a lot of villains in today's media are not very well made in terms of like being bad people, just evil, I guess. Being evil. There's too much focus on postmodern villains that everything has to be postmodern, I guess. Videos like that are great for background. They are. You know what my opinion is? There should be more ugly villains. Where did all the ugly villains go? Why is every villain like hot? I need more like ugly ugly villains. I need villains that are so villainous that it just shows, you know? That's my kind of villain. Every villain nowadays is just some hot guy or some hot gal to make us simp, to make us feel bad simping for them. I think it's just an easy way to try and make the villain palatable because people, I don't know. I could argue that it is just a way of trying to make a villain more appealing while still having them do very bad things, so that the writer can be like, well, they're still bad. I've made a villain that is both compelling and evil, and it's like, no, you just made them hot. You didn't make them compelling. You just made them hot. That's the only thing about them. That's like slightly positive. But to be fair, it is unfortunate human nature that we view attractive people in a lighter, in a more bright manner, even when they don't deserve it. Halo effect or something like that. Okay, he may burn he may burn a few orphanages, but look at his chin. Exactly. Like I honestly dislike that a lot. I genuinely kind of do. Like it's fine. It's completely fine if you actually want to make your villains hot. But like, you know, like I don't know. There's just something that it doesn't rub me the wrong way. It's just like not, I don't know how to say it. My way of articulation is not making it possible. You cannot dislike the Shin like that. Listen, I can dislike as I please, okay? I am me, and you are you. I have the capacity for choice, just as you do. I can do anything I want. I can do anything! Well, I can't do anything. I can't be 6 foot. Can't do that, unfortunately. Maybe I should. You know what model? I know this is I'm going I'm whipping around from topic to topic, so I guess it's a good day for me. You're you? Hey, no insults. That's not an insult. Why would it be insulting to be yourself? You are you, and I am me. That is no insult. That is merely reality. And if you don't like how you are today, there's always tomorrow, and there's always an opportunity to grow and be better if you do not like your current self, okay? It's not over until you're dead, as they say, alright? As long as you draw breath. And if you do like yourself, then that's good. I'm glad you do. No shame in it. I guess there is only shame in stagnation. So even if you do like yourself, that doesn't mean that you still cannot be, better in a small way. Sorry, I'm trying to be like weirdly pseudo philosophical, I suppose. I was feeling real nasty yesterday night. Wiki! Hail to thee. You love being stagnant? You shouldn't. Probably. You probably shouldn't. There's so many things that can be done. I believe that anyway. I am hope posting, hope pilling, faith having, joy posting, silly posting. We could tell. I know. Listen, I'm tired of the black pilling, okay? I'm tired of rage baiting. Where's my silly bait? Where is my joy baiting? Where are all of the good things? You'll probably quit your job, but now you have it's really know it's a really good thing. It was kind of stagnant, stank gelato. Well, as long as you have another place to go to that is, worth your time, that's good. You probably shouldn't just up and go. Or you could use your current job to support whatever it is you're trying to do. Those are good things. Those are all good things. Can't lie and say that life is going to be 100% sunshine. There's going to be some things you're going to have to give up. Like if you want muscles, you got to exercise. And exercise fucking sucks ass, no matter what anybody tells you. I don't care how many super muscular people tell you it feels good. It doesn't. But hey, cool muscles, right? God, I kind of want to go outside. I don't know. This is odd. I don't usually want to like go outside, even though there's nothing to do outside. I want to just kind of go out there and see if I can see a bunny. It's getting kind of colder though. It was like 40 something degrees today in the morning. You don't have another job, but you'll have enough savings and very little sanity left when quitting time comes. Go for a run? Maybe. I don't run. Going for a walk would be nice though. I think, especially if I can. I just want to catch a bunny. There's a couple of rabbits around. Maybe they'll be spotted. Maybe they're in hiding. I don't know, but I kind of want to go get one. I still remember when I saw that little ball of fur like a couple of months ago. I was so happy. I wish I could have taken a picture for it. I mean, a picture of it. Gosh, I love that thing. That thing was so adorable. It was just a little ball. It was literally like a little bun. Just a little bun, just like near the bushes. A little baby. So cute. God, I love rabbits. I love them, you know? I kind of want to like nibble on one. I want to safely carry one around in my mouth like a mama crocodile. You want to catch a rabbit just like that? Jeez, where do you live? Surprisingly, there are. Yeah, I don't know why they're here. Like, they're kind of here. You would not expect them to be where I am, but they are. Like, I don't even know where they come from. I do hope they're okay though, cause like this is not really an environment where rabbits ought to be, but they've been around for years. They just have kind of been around for years and years. So I'm assuming they're fine and okay. There's I suppose the small amount of wooded areas around are enough to keep them going. And I suppose there is like a lot of trees too. Not a lot, but enough trees and whatnot for them to hide from predators. Because I know there's some hawks sometimes that come around. Hmm. Well, firstly, Mummy Rabbit and Daddy Rabbit must love each other very much. You shush, okay? I know how rabbits are made. I'm not ignorant of that fact. I know how they come to be. Believe it or not, I know of the birds and the bees. It is not unknown to me. I've been knowing for a very, very long time, and my PC is trying to explode itself. Hold on. There we go. Can I exist? There we go. They fuck like rabbits. That's why you need a bunny gal GF, you know? Or I guess a bunny boy GF. Bunny boy BF? Bunny girl BF. I don't know what my brain's thinking about. just whatever. What are we talking about, man? How did we get here? Thanks for bringing that up, Wiki. This is all your fault. I was wholesome posting. Now I'm not wholesome posting anymore in my mind. Well, I guess, you know. Hmm. I don't know what to think anymore. I wanna. You ever seen those, like, pastries that look like little rabbits? I need to, like, make a little piece of rabbit bread. How's that on you? Well, you are the one that said they fuck like rabbits. So, they used the word fuck. That's why. Now I'm thinking dirty things. So, who else to blame but you? You're the one that brought it up. SMH. SMH. Where's my water? There it is. I really have to pee. I haven't even drank my water. Get my mind out of the gutter. It's nature. Well, I never said it wasn't. Now, did I? You're the only streamer reverting pronouns while reading chat that you know. Hmm. Well, yes. I read it as if it was the. How do I say? It makes it like easier to know who I'm referring to, because if I read it exactly as you write it, you're the only streamer that reverting pronouns while reading chat I know. It confuses my brain. It feels like I'm talking about you, but you're talking about me. So that's why I revert the stuff. Less confusion for my poor little walnut brain. to read out loud. You're unique. I am going to take that as a compliment. A very, very nice compliment. A lovely compliment, even. A fantastic compliment. Do you do that when, when, do I do that when people speak to me in general? No. I don't even know how you would manage to do that. How do you do that when people speak to you? You can't, because you're not, like, unless you're asking if I say things back to the people that talk to me, which would be odd in the first place. I'm short? Yes, I am. That is fact. See, now I'm flipping back to, like, reading things out loud normally. Like, flip-flopping. It happens sometimes. I guess I just do whatever the hell I feel comfortable with at the moment. Which is a lot of things. Like, I don't know. Like how I sometimes try to keep my posture up when I try to doodle by, like, putting my legs on my little plastic boxes here to, like, prop my knees up so that I can use that as my table. Is someone getting murdered with a bucket in the background? No, that's just the C-clamp thing for my mic. Yeah, like, I shove it around, I shove it back and forth, and it kind of makes that sound. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry. That's my bad. I kind of forget that I can't, like, fiddle with things like that. I need something else to fiddle with. My hands need to be busied. Putting my legs on my little... You mean putting my legs on... Yeah, putting my legs on my little box. Because the box is not that tall. It is a little box. In height. It is not a little box in all size, but it is in height. My box is small. You have to know this detail. My hands need to be busy. You shush, Shoko. You shush, okay? I didn't mean it like that, okay? Not like that. And Yuki's just like, no. Putting my little legs on the box. Not little box. Little legs. Listen, Yuki, I understand that I am small, but I can refer to other things as small as well, okay? I am grammatically speaking correctly. Ya ding dong. No, you can't just say no. You can't just say no. Too short. Fluff. Fluff yourself, okay? Fluff yourself up. I am not 5'2", I am 5'3", mind you. Do not misrepresent me. Do not misrepresent me. I'm already small enough. He fell for the trap. Go shove yourself into a pie. Vertically. Vertically. You're small cutie patootie. God's above. Okay. 2'5". That would be egregious. Egregious. Egregious, I say. Harmful, even. 6'7"? I wish. I wish, man. That would make up for the voice, you know? That would make up for the voice. Like a gardener, like a garden gnome. Well, I don't know. I've never seen a garden gnome in real life. I've only ever seen them in media. I don't think they're real, to be quite frank with you. That's why you can't see me often here. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. You're so funny, aren't you? You're so funny. So funny. In fact, so funny, I think I'm gonna put you on, like, a hook that they use in the butcher shop. That's how funny you are, so that everybody can hear you. Fuzzy? Fuzzy. Man, so lucky you find this emote among your emotes. Aye, you are funny for that. Or you are lucky for that, I should say. I guess you could be funny for that too. Be whatever you'd like. I can't stop you from being things. You make decisions. And I make decisions. And we all make decisions in the eyes of our Lord. You have a whole 3 subs. None bought. I have a bunch of subs that I've not bought as well. How's the weather down there as you piss on short people? Why would you do that? That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 emotes that I like have not bought, or 8 subs, I guess. And you made a decision to be small? No. No, I just came out like that. I just came out like that. I blame the matriarch. She is to blame. I will have to find myself a lady very tall. Obviously, because it sets up the "it's raining" joke. Well, that's still odd. That does not dissuade me from thinking it is odd. So you came out small? So brave, so inspiring. Oh my goodness, you're just filled with so much clownery, aren't you? So much that you would make me believe you were one of those small clown cars stuffed with clowns. You're just the manifestation of a clown car. That's what you are, Shoko. You are comedic. You do a lot of things just for comedic effect. You know, just because you can wiki doesn't mean you should. You ever thought about that? How tall is Shoko? I don't know. I've got no clue. I don't think Shoko's gonna tell. Shoko's gonna keep Shoko's mouth shut. What if you don't do it? Then who will? But if you don't do it, then who? Yeah, then who will? Nobody needs to do it, Wiki. There are some lines that just don't need to be crossed. You can be funny without having to piss on people, is what I'm trying to say. That is completely possible. 6'1"? Ah, man. The shortest person I know that's in my Discord is I, and even I is taller than me. By like an inch. Where's the fun in that? Well, will you find it fun when you eventually get beat on for pissing on somebody? Did you guys hear about that one guy that was in a theater that like pissed on a kid, and then like a bunch of people like got up to beat him up, as they should? The letter I is taller than me. I don't think that's true because the letter I can change varying on the text, you know, the text chat. You thought I was referring to myself as I. No, I as in like Eister. A person. She just goes by I. Because I suppose that's shorthand, you know? Shorthand for her name. She's telling me, but she's like, what, 5'4", she said? Yeah, 5'4". And I'm like 5'3", so I'm cooked. I'm cooked, as the kids say these days. Maybe shorthand, but still taller. Wow, your arsenal is grand. Your punishment shall equal the grandness of your arsenal of jokes, by the way. I just want you to know this. The Bronze Bull will return from retirement as a punishment. I promise you. It's been a while since I've threatened somebody with the Bronze Bull. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back. I return. I hope the silence wasn't too deafening. And the trout, yes, the trout. Wiki calling me a pisser as always. I suppose he's not incorrect, but he's also not correct. I kind of forgot that I was supposed to be practicing a little bit. My arm. Wong? What's Wong? Why do you say Wong? Either long or wrong. Ah. A very quick shitter then. I did not shit. First of all, you don't need to know what I did. Okay? I used the restroom. That's all you need to know. Okay? Don't make this weird. Sorry, I'm like vibing a little bit. Goon for a whole minute. A new record. You are gonna be left to your own devices. I'm gonna leave you out in the rain, Wiki. I will leave you out in the rain. What have you guys been up to? I wanna know. I'm curious. I don't think I asked how you were, Wiki. Or maybe I did and you never responded. I'm unsure. But what are you guys up to on Mondays like this? I imagine not a lot other than just starting the week again. Joke's on me. It's 4 pores here all the... Oh, it's 4. It's fucking pores. You're alright? How about me? I'm doing A-okay. Except when it comes to reading, in which case I'm not doing A-okay. Because apparently I can't read. Other than that, I'm doing alright. I gotta get around to practicing some art. Because I have not practiced, I think, for 2 days now. And that's unacceptable. Starting the week. Fair enough. Fair enough, Yuki. That's okay. Just gotta make it to Friday. 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 Yeah. I feel you guys. I feel you. I sympathize with your struggles. I wanna try and I don't know. Set up a goal or two. I'm not too sure about that though. It was the first day of work after 2 weeks of the holiday for ya. How's getting back to work for ya, Shoko? Was it stressful? You got pissed in the first 2 minutes. Might be a record. Ah, that is unfortunate. I unfortunate. I hope it wasn't the co-workers, and if it was, then that's just unfortunate times 2. Because if it's employees, then that's just par for the course, right? You can't do really nothing about that. If it's your fellow employees, then that's no bueno. Can't really change that one either. Even more. Because at least with customers or whatever, it's like, okay, some days are gonna be good, some days are gonna be bad. Yeah, one day you'll leave them. Shame they pay quite well, and now you sound like a hooker. Oh, come on now. You can say a job pays well and not sound like a hooker. I was not thinking hooker. Trust me, I was not thinking that. I don't think anybody was thinking that. Maybe Wiki, due to Wiki's tendencies, but I wasn't, okay? Let me flip to a page. I forgot that I drew just circles for no reason. What the fuck is this? You profiling me now? I am. 100%. I am seeing your behavior and I am cataloging it in my mind for a frame of reference. Well, I do get fucked over there, so... Okay. Well, rude. It's not rude to point out what is out. To point out what is factually correct. Okay? These are just the facts. You are yourself in many situations. Even in situations where you don't have to be quite yourself. Or at least an exaggeration of yourself. I am not sure. And also wrong. I didn't think that because I zoned out. Ah, I see. Convenient excuse. Exactly. Like gelato's smallness. Yes. Like my smallness. Ah. That's never gonna be let down. Let down? Lift down. That's the term. I need some references. I guess I could just scroll the internet. Oh, that's nice. I can work with this. Huh. Guys, what if I, like, look at somebody and I want to bite them? You can always go back to me being a crypto furry if I prefer. Do what you please. There is no escaping it, anyhow. I will be berated in some fashion. A crypto furry. I don't even know what that means. Crypto, like in, as in like a cryptologist, like a cryptology creature. And he complains that you say weird shit. Listen, my weird shit is to be expected. I am a creature of a strange nature in and of itself, okay? I exist in an odd fashion in comparison to you. By default, okay? You wrote that right after me mentioning biting. You feel it, it's a sign. Well, sign, I don't know. I tried to come up with a comeback, but I couldn't. Crypto, like in secret or closeted? Oh, I see. Oh, you mentioned furry in the same context. I have seen people, drawing a lot of, like, cryptology creatures, like the Mothman mainly. Today, Junior, listen, there is no today. There is only yesterday. That's not meaning anything, to be honest. Mothman, yeah. The man that is of moth behavior. And by that, I actually don't know if Mothman is of moth behavior, or if Mothman is just a man that looks like a moth. How do I draw this? Oh, my nose. Furry man? By some accounts, I suppose. Mothman is indeed a furry man. I don't know how else you would describe a Mothman. I don't know if I should draw hips as like a box or like a somewhat smushed egg. Either way, it kind of gets the point across now. Shoulders here. The other shoulder's back there. What if it's moth that looks like man instead? I would imagine that would still be in the same category now. It feels like it would be in the same category. Like, Mothman and Man-Moth. That's like Man-Bat from Batman, you know? Like, the guy that's just basically a big bat, but, like, kind of looks like a guy in the body. Like, like, it would just be a more animal-looking version of Mothman. Mothman, I suppose, in and of itself is more man than moth. So, Man-Moth would be more moth than man. That would be my head theory at the very least. Don't know about you guys and what you guys think. Okay, I gotta remember that legs are about as long as a body. Or your upper half, I should say. Yeah. The upper half of your body from the hips up, and then you measure that, and that's about how long the legs are. A little longer. Mothman moth. Mothman moth. That is just a complication. That's what that sounds like. A complication. I guess it would be like that. So, get the curvature right. So I'm getting a little focused here. A little focused. There we go. That's not too shabby so far. Doo 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 doo. I like these songs so far. They're very enjoyable too, Jolly Boy. Is that a little above or a little below? I guess that's a little above. Right there, and then it just kind of keeps going down. And the hand just kind of goes that way. Like that. Not too shabby. Jesus, how did you get from having literally 2 pairs of pants to not having where to store pants? It'd be like that, don't it? Just check. You gotta take a day off to see what you got, you know? And then see what you want to keep. And then stop buying pants. That's what you gotta do with your clothes. Which is an issue here as well. Well, it's not an issue anymore. I did, like, a couple of weeks ago, just go through my closet and tossed away a lot of old stuff. Well, we didn't toss it away technically. We gave it away to, like, a friend of the matriarchs who goes to church so that, you know, they can give it out and whatnot. So now my closet has a lot of hangers. You need to separate a separate box for your summer pants and hide it till summer. Mr. Beastalotl. What? Not Mr. Beastalotl. That would be horrendous. I would be sending people into coliseums. There is a bit of an angle to that arm. Like that. And then that kind of shows up in front of the... I guess it would be like right here, right? And then the hand is just kind of like that. Yay! I have to draw the spine, you know, so that it follows. There we go. And Gelato can't be given such power. Yeah, I already have enough power as it is. The power to show up and say odd things to all of you is power enough. The gods would rile up against me once again. It wasn't fun the last time, it won't be fun again. My ear itches. There we go. I kind of have the urge to make myself another mug of coffee. But I already had one. And I don't think I should have 2 a day. I don't want to develop that habit. That'll make me too excited. And then I'll crash. And then I won't feel too good. Oh, my nose again. Caffeine eases the pain of existence, though. Well, I'm not very pained right now. I'm feeling pretty good. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel more pained. Usually I feel the pain of existence when I don't got things to do. So right now I am doing a thing, therefore I'm not feeling the pain. You guys are my painkillers. That is a compliment, a big one. Only if you're addicted to it. That too. That too, most certainly. You know, if I do want to draw the lamp up, I do think I need to look up some furry art, because they're the only ones that really draw anything animal related around the internet in enough of a prevalence that I can actually get a quick reference that is, you know, stylized and not just a picture of an actual little animal. Furry art, you knew it? Listen, it's a necessity. It's a necessity. How else am I gonna draw a lamp up that looks less like a realistic like thing? I need it to be stylized to some extent. I need a reference. I need to know how people draw muzzles and like just furry heads in general. And the Nile is a river in Egypt. You don't need to say an. It's a. D is not a. It's not one of the I, E, O, U's. You know. You fool. And well, I suppose that would be better. You know, now that I think about it, what I said earlier was dumb. Because I said a denial. Oh, glorious mind of mine. Glorious mind. What am I, like, gonna do with myself? If I do not skyrocket in prevalence, I'm cooked. I'm gonna be working. I can't even work retail. They won't accept me. I'm done. With this brain of mine, I am making it too far. Now when I make mistakes like that, holy moly. Ah, goofy brain. Goofy brain. Maybe the himbo tag has to return. Maybe it's got to make a comeback, you know? Let me go to the previous playlist I was using. Seeing your past coworkers, I easily have a chance at retail. My goodness, I wish I did. I truly do. Nah, let me. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I like this song. Why is my nose getting stuffy? Damn it. I think my room needs a little dusting. It is too annoying to deal with this. Okay, another pose. I'm gonna keep on practicing these poses. Don't worry about how good the circle is. You just get shit done, you know? We're not practicing how good a circle is, Yali. You just gotta get things done. That is the mentality you gotta keep. You'll practice good circles later. Your past coworker once told you you were his favorite coworker since he's worked there. Reasons were you coming there and not telling him he's stupid. Oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. Poor guy. Imagine how low of a bar is in retail then. Maybe. Maybe I gotta give it another shot. Now, how does this work? I guess it would be like this, maybe? Because it's like angled. So like the hips are back here. How do you angle an egg? I just realized I don't know how to like, because I'm using an egg shape as like the rib cage of like the little sketches I'm practicing. And like I don't know how to angle an egg. Maybe I should have practiced angling an egg before I just continue on. Like I'm looking at this like image and I'm like, how the hell, how do I do that? And it's not complicated either. It's just like a kind of like not exactly like above like angle. It's just kind of like slightly up. Hmm. Annoyingly trying to look above your shoulders. What are you doing, Yolano? Just practicing sketching as I should do. Because I think talking and sketching and listening to music and just yapping along, it's a fun thing to do. It's a good thing to do. It'll keep me from getting too stressed, too focused on doing things right, because that is what tends to happen. I think I got an idea. I think if I just do it like this, and then like that. Okay, not perfect. It's not perfect at all, but it is whatever. I think it probably should be smaller, considering it's a lady. Smaller egg. Smaller egg. Egg shape. Oh, so, something retail teaches you. Worrying too much about your activity in retail? Never. This PSP is your third drawing in like 5 years. The current one you have? The one about you being like a little moth? It's looking pretty good. How long did that take you, by the way, Yuki? Like, I'm a little curious. There we go. That's a little better, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. I guess the front part. Well, it would be more like that, no? Hmm. Maybe I gotta practice like a cylinder type of thing. Yeah, like I think a cylinder might work a little better here. There we go. And the spine is back there. Gotta keep it going a little bit. Da, 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 da. Well, you started somewhere at 11 p.m. and got enough sleep to have the mental capacity to wake up at 6 a.m. Started at 11, slept. No, wait. Yeah, slept, and then woke up at 6. When did you sleep if you started at 11 p.m.? when exactly did you sleep? Because that determines how much sleep you exactly got. Because you say you started somewhere at 11 p.m. And that's, not a lot of time to be asleep in the first place. You little gooba. Okay, shoulders are angled, kind of. I guess the whole chest is that way. I kind of forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Do that. And then this arm, don't worry about that. That's his boob. Just pretend there's a line there. Why did I draw that? That's a hand, not another joint. There we go. Drawing little flippers as hands right now because I can't really sketch out a hand as as you could expect. So for now, the hands are basically just little flippers in my sketches. Okay, the knee is here. Maybe it's more in. Yeah, it's more in. Ah, peanut butter. I dropped my freaking eraser. I don't know why I said peanut butter instead of a normal swear. Oh my goodness. Okay, that hurt me. And I forgot to tighten up my microphone anyhow in place properly. Wing bong. Man, I want a fruit. We only got grapes, and I don't think there's even enough of those to go around, if there are even any left. I don't remember there being any left, now that I think about it. It's been a while since I had like an orange. Man, I want like a little mandarin. A little mandarin. That'd be kind of tasty. I think more up here, right? Yeah, right about here, I'd say. Not my best work right now, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then this leg goes in as well, but it's kind of different. Knees more low. Now I kind of want. I'm getting a little hungry. I don't have a snack today. Not really. I guess I could get some like. I got plenty of jars of peanut butter. I got more than enough jars of peanut butter. So I could just make, a couple of peanut butter sandwiches, just like one or two. Maybe not two. Two is too much. Maybe a sandwich, but with peanut butter. 3 slices of bread. Peanut butter in between each slice. Three? Yeah, that's what a sandwich is. You never heard of a sandwich? It's kind of exactly what it sounds like. It is a sandwich, but there's a slice of bread in the middle. A sandwich. Instead of like a normal sandwich. Some may call it a bread sandwich. That is another more accurate name, I suppose. A bread sandwich. Listen, you gotta make do with what you have, as they say. You gotta make do. Now I think I gotta practice drawing like the direction of the head a little bit. Perspective. Perspective, very important. So that things don't just look wonky and silly and stupid. Like Jolly. Jolly sometimes looks silly and dumb. Only sometimes though. 99% of the time, hot, handsome, ravenous. According to who? Me. Mm-hmm. Okay, head is in the right way. Rar. Rar. That's the neck. Okay. Body's a little angled this time because she's kind of like sitting upright, but like not really. Kind of angled a little bit at the shoulders as well. That's about that long. So right here's where this hand ought to be. Little triangle. This one's propping her up behind her. It's kind of all the way back there too. So perspective on that a little bit. I gotta keep that in mind. I suppose it's more flat, right? More of a flat little thing there. And then, how do we do this one? I want Doritos. You know what some of my favorite chips are? Freaking Ruffles. Like the cheese flavored Ruffles are just good. I don't like the plain ones. But the cheese ones, those are good. Those are fantastic. Also the spicy Doritos. Like the purple bag ones. I guess they're not really like inherently too spicy, but you know, like they're enough. I'm not trying to incur any god's wrath by eating something that'll annihilate me. Then the foot, I guess, that's gonna just be something like that. I don't even know if I did that correctly, but we can worry about the proportion of things a little bit more later. And by later, I mean in like 2 weeks. It's either a week and a half or 2 weeks. I don't know. Depends how much I decide to goof around. It's kind of getting dark in my room. I think I gotta turn on a light. Gotta turn on a light. Otherwise, I can't see too well. Ow. I need a more convenient lamp. Honestly. Why do, like, furniture-related items have to be so expensive? Like, I get that you're buying them, like, once, and, like, that's it, you know? And that the company's gotta make their money. But it's a little silly that some of these items cost a lot. What is this? Horse pancake. Horse-shaped pancake. I love myself the horse-shaped pancake. It is awesome. I will have you all look upon this very briefly. What is this supposed to... Okay, that. I'll replace that with this. It is ginormous. Yep, I gotta smallize it. Gotta shrink it down a little. Gotta shrink it down. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Adorable. Adorable random horse pancake. I like it anyways. I think it's cute. Damn. How did I arrive at this side of the internet? Twitter. I also have well, it's not mine, but you know, when even is the is this side of the internet, I have many good things on my followers or following list. A lot of different little artists, you know, and they sometimes post silly things like that. I found another image of art from an artist that I really like. Let me see. This one. I freaking like this artist stuff. It's just the freaking capybara just as a girl riding some crocodile. That's real, by the way. That like capybara riding a like I don't even know if that's an alligator or whatever. It's a real image. I like this guy's art though. Like he's been doing. I don't know if it's a guy or a gal, but they've been doing this for quite a while. Where they just draw. They get whatever images of like animals and they just make a character based off of it. Cute. There goes Yuki posting the cat. The auspicious cat. I don't know what auspicious means. I need to look that up. Auspicious. Presenting favorable circumstances or showing signs of favorable outcome. Propitious. Having omens or tokens of a favorable issue. Giving promises of success, prosperity, or happiness. Predicting good. Prosperous or fortunate. So it's a good word. I would use that to describe that cat. Auspicious. I need to get back to practicing what I was actually gonna continue practicing. What was I gonna do? I forgot. Like I feel like I was gonna do something else and I got distracted by that by what I showed you. Fuck. Uh Brain, please. Oh yeah, I know. I got horse pancake distracted me, but I forgot what I was gonna do before the horse pancake thing. Like there was gonna be something I was gonna do, and then I was gonna continue like sketching to practice like doing like poses or whatever. It's something about furry art. Fuck, no, that was like way before. Ah, fuck. I guess I forgot. It is forgotten information. No worries. We will survive without it. Hopefully. I don't know how the song goes, but I like it. Banana shake sped up. That's what it's called. Banana shake sped up. I want a banana shake. I genuinely I like banana flavored smoothies. I know they have like the stereotype where they kind of just engulf the flavor of everything else, but I do like that. Like a vanilla banana smoothie would be kind of cool. Banana and ice cream. Mmm, tasty. Such an easily distractible creature. I don't know why this is the case. I just am. Such is the way of being gelato, of being me. I got no focus. Now I'm just looking at Gega Gek's freaking art again. Have I ever mentioned how much I like owl girls? Like, they're just so cute, the way people draw them. This funny owl lady. Anyway, what am I doing? I guess I could scroll around looking for. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna use whatever program that is. I wish to look through YouTube to look at things, pretty or otherwise. Metroid. That's definitely a game series I'll probably never play. One, because Nintendo, and Nintendo games are just a hassle to buy. They spend they're just a lot of money. They're a lot of money. I don't like that. Gelato? What is it, Yuki? What can I help you with? Why is a brain? It is necessary for information intake and to operate the body, and it lets it have thoughts because sentience. That is why brain. Sometimes it has its downfalls, but we make do. We make do with what it is. You would operate better without one? I don't think so. I think you would just not be alive if you had no brain. You would just be like a little thing made of meat. And you wouldn't be able to do cool things without brain. Like talking and seeing and looking. And I think that's cool. But you need not worry. You need not worry. You really do enjoy that, don't you? You really do enjoy that emote. I enjoy it too, in all fairness. It is something that will remain enjoyable. You can buy an Orbito class. I don't know what an orbitoclast is. May you explain this to me, little kindred of mine? Or I can look it up if it's easier for you. Internet dead. Wait, oh. Not the internet. Not again. Not again. Man, I want a freaking burger. Fajita sticks. Okay, what was I saying? I was asking you what is a orbitoclast. I don't know what that is, and that you need to explain to me what that is. That's all. That's all. Because it sounds... Well, I can't lie and say it sounds familiar. It definitely doesn't. Oh, an instrument for lobotomy. Do not... Do not. Do not, okay? Do not lobotomize anything. Do not buy a tool for lobotomy. Do not practice... Well, I guess you do practice some amount of medicine. It's not illegal? Well, you just shouldn't. It is not a good idea. It has been considered a failure of medicine, lobotomy, by many an institution. No lobotomies today. Only head pats and rest. Perhaps silly pictures with cute things on them to spark joy. Or a slice of funny bread. Hmm. What about jellyfish? Oh no, I'm thinking about that. So blasting brain with ultrasound to either kill a person or cure a disease is good, but lobotomy is bad? I don't know about any of that. All I know is that taking a part of the brain out wasn't a very successful treatment. I don't know about this ultrasound stuff. I feel like the ultrasounds don't do any killing or curing of anything. Don't ultrasounds just let you see what's inside? I'm pretty sure ultrasounds don't do anything more than just let you see what's inside. Or am I just crazy? Am I crazy? Maybe I am crazy. But I don't think they were meant for killing things. Unless that's just another way they use it. Ultrasound is sound wave. Yes. Ultrasound is sound waves. So I don't know how you could even use sound waves to try and kill a person or cure a disease. I know they use ultrasound to look for babies in people. That's all I know. Nothing more than that. It's literally sound. Well, listen, Yuki, I'm not that knowledgeable. I'm knowledgeable in certain subjects. Hmm. Damn. Tummy grumbling. You know, I should do a little something. You can make a person deaf with it, which means you can blast things with it, I suppose. But that goes for like any sound, doesn't it? Like that goes with any sound. That's just like You can do that with normal sounds. It just might take longer, you know? Or you could just like, I don't know, there's like quicker ways to do what you want to do with ultrasound, you know? I feel like there's more efficient ways to do that that are a little bit more speedy, more efficient. Ultrasound is normal sound. Yuki, you say these things. Okay. Why do I feel like I don't know. Like you're expecting me to know these things. And like I just said I don't know these things. Don't type like you're so surprised. Oh goodness gracious. I'm gonna throw an orange at you. It's like a little one, little orange. Just gonna phew, toss him right at you, and see what happens. Would you eat the orange? Would you care for the orange? Would you put the orange away? I don't know. Oh, my phone just disconnected for no reason. Kill orange, assassinate. No, why would you? You can't do that to an orange. An orange is a fruit. You can't kill a fruit. Well, actually, I guess since it is a plant, you technically can kill it, and you're killing it by taking it away from the. You know what? Never mind. You can kill a fruit, but that would just require you to go like to the tree, and then rip the fruit off of the tree. Does that really count as assassination? It's like that's just harvesting. That's just what harvesting is. It's killing fruits. I never thought about it like that. You know, I kind of forget that plants are alive. I think that's why I never think about it like that. Plants are just living, and then you just unlift them, or unlift part of them, I suppose. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Doo doo. How many pillows do you have? I have one pillow. I know some people have many pillow, but I only have one. My one pillow, and it's not a good pillow. It's my pillow though, so I can't be too disgruntled that I don't get other pillows when I could get another pillow, but I only have the one pillow. And I feel like people go crazy about pillows and the amount of pillows you should or shouldn't have. You thought I asked about pills? No. I mean, I huh. You could tell me if you want, if I guess, but that is not what I asked. I asked about pillows, not pills. Very different topics. The only pills I have are like those basic like countertop painkillers. Really, they're not even pain. I guess they're painkillers. They're like the what do you call them? Not Advil. The other one, the one that starts with a T. Oh man, I forgot the name of it. Whatever, you know the brand. I mean, they're both the same thing technically, right? They're just different brands. Hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful things. Jack Stauber is awesome sauce. Yeah, the people enjoy Jack Stauber. Stauber. He hasn't been around for a bit, right? Last I remember. I think these two next songs are gonna be. No, just this one. Okay. Louvet. Or however you pronounce her name. Last I checked on Jack, Jack wasn't around for a while. I don't know if Jack's ever coming back. Or maybe he does every now and again, and I just don't pay enough attention. There's too many things going on, too many people. I kind of want some bacon. Do the baconator. Oh my good lord. Okay, I should stop talking about food. That's no good. Talk about puppies and uh and kittens and rocks of various sizes. Imagine I have a box of boxes. A box within a box within a box. I don't know what I'd do with so many boxes of various sizes. Did I say I needed a shelf one time? That's still true. I will find one day, and I will tactically acquire it as I always do. Should look around for somebody who does not need their furniture. I just want a place I can put stuff on. That would be neat. That would be nice. Ah. I'm a clumsy lad at times. Clumsy fella. You know, I kind of want to play peek at maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Oh, I dragged the chat around. Uh-oh. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. This sucks. Okay. Okay. I gotta see if things are gonna be typed correctly, so let me just randomly type that into chat. Okay, that's good. Right about here. Yep, that's fine. Lovely. Placed it back into place. I am happy. I am joyous. Yuki, that reminds me. Why do you have moments in which you just type into the Discord? I'm curious. What is the urge? Is it just you want to be known? Because I feel that sometimes, you know? I feel like that's what I do sometimes to you. Whenever I just send you like a random message. That's just a sound. Slimes. You have no moth but you must scream. You have no moth but you must scream. You know what? Fair. I'll let you have that. You are allowed to do as you wish in that capacity. Killer Queen. I wasn't expecting that. What in the world is this? Oh, that's a funny image. Have you seen the picture of the alien nun? It's like a nun alien. He is supposed to be dead. Why is Mercury here? I don't know. I don't know. I suppose he's just here. This playlist does have many different kinds of songs every now and again. It's like generally kind of the same in terms of I guess tone, but then every now and again it's something different. I guess just to give a little kick, a little kick to the playlist. I'm gonna show the the image I see. It's kind of funny. I've been seeing this one around for like the last 2 days, or was it yesterday when I first saw him? I don't know. Damn, why is this like gigantic? That's annoying. There we go. The little little nun alien. I don't know why that's so goofy. Just the idea. Click Glorp. It's kind of cute though. It's kind of cute. I enjoy it. Silly little things being posted on the internet. That one was made by or what is their name? Pulled Bjork. Cute alien. It is very cute. And right, Talia, hail to thee. How are you doing? Hope you're relaxing after having a very long time of oh, you haven't slept yet. Well, have you been like chill at the very least, you know? I remember seeing some of your Elden Ring gameplay and you were having a rough time a bit. Did you ever manage to defeat the knight? I wasn't around. I kind of like bounced out after a bit, after like 2 hours. Yeah, been chilling. You did beat them? Nice, 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 nice. Good. Victory was achieved, finally. I should have stuck around. Should have stuck around. Huh? What do you mean, huh, Yuki? What's wrong? Bing shilling. Bing shilling. I wish I had the whole thing memorized. It would be a little funny to recite it every now and again, but I'm too not smart for that. Bing shilling. Why did he even say all that? I still don't understand why he said all that. Just because? Like, who was he talking to? Zhuaxinghua, Bing shilling. His Chinese is good? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I've never seen the context for it. All I know is that he's got ice cream and he's saying Bing Shiling and he's talking, I assume, to the Chinese. Oh, he was doing a promo? Ah, I see. That man's got a wild career path, I suppose, is one way to put it. Went from wrestling to acting to random commercials, both because of the wrestling and his acting. I suppose that's better than nothing. He's gotta have a ton of money, though. He's very funny, yeah. What's he doing nowadays? I feel like he was in a... No, isn't he in that show? God, what is the one where he plays the guy with the helmet? I forget what it's called. Whatever that is. So he's in that, right? He's like the superhero. It's not really a superhero, I guess. Suicide Squad? Right, Suicide Squad. He was on it. But doesn't he have like a spin-off that's his own thing now? I'm pretty sure he does, from what I remember. Peacemaker, that's the character. Yeah, Peacemaker, that's the one. Peacemaker. Yeah. I haven't watched a single thing. All I know is that Peacemaker exists, and Peacemaker has like a bunch of different helmets, and they do wild stuff. And that's all I know about Peacemaker. Nothing else, really. He has a gun. That's like kind of long, I think. I heard it's a pretty like funny character and show. Assuming Peacemaker is also a show. Hold on, I need to double check. Peacemaker. Yeah, there's the Peacemaker show. See, I remember mainstream media related things sometimes. I know what the kids are on about these days. I am not completely lost. Uh, I need to get around to actually watching so many things, though. So many things. So many things. I barely catch up on like any anime, let alone any show that's not related in any way, shape, or form to anime. This is what happens when you spend like most of your time watching streamers. You just don't watch anything else. Just streamers and that's it. The closest thing to watching a show I get to nowadays is just watching some video essay about it rather than the actual show. Anyhow, I don't think I'm getting back to doodling anytime soon this stream. I think that like need to do that was over. I'll get back to it after stream. What am I gonna eat? Oh yeah, there's already food. I don't know why I'm asking myself what I'm gonna eat later. There's already food that's been cooked. Already stuff around. I still need to write my list for songs I want to try and do on Sunday. Karaoke. Maybe a little bit of practice is warranted, because your boy is not exactly... It's not exactly Adele, you know? I'm not exactly her. Why is there spinning a fish? El pescado is a... Well, he's always been here. Since the beginning. Or, well, at the very least, he's been around for a long while. These days, I don't know why El Pescado is here. Honestly. Just kinda here. I was thinking he was gonna be my, like, godly warden. You know, some offspring of some random elder god. Some eldritch abomination birthed this guy. But I don't know, he's just kind of been chilling here for a long time. So I guess he's just my buddy. He's just my buddy. Keeps me company so that I'm not completely alone. He's pretty cool. I wish I could like add little hats on him. If I could ever find a gif of El Pescado but with like a hat on so that it like, you know, rotates along with him, that would be awesome. I tried to find something like that, but I don't think it exists. I might have to like somehow edit that myself. Somehow. Okay, you go sleep. You have a blessed rest, Ritalia. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. You know, have a good one. And I hope you have a great rest of your day whenever you wake up. Bye bye. I will. I'll have a wonderful day myself. It shall be a fine day. A good day. It's been a pretty good day so far. So it'll keep being a good day. If I have anything to say about it. Let me see. I can't see anything interesting to yap on about scrolling around on the internet. Disappointing. You've been playing Sour? I don't know what Sour is, but welcome. Hail to the Knuckles. How are you doing? How has the gameplay been? Tell me about this game. Tell me. Sour. It's pronounced sewer, open sewer. Oh, open sewer. It's like, is it like a machine of washing? Definitely not related to the song that's currently playing in the background. Hmm. Finland creates a city for the homeless. It gets struck with a fungal virus, so now there's a housing crisis, and you get given a tenement. Ah, I see. That is certainly interesting. Certainly, certainly a summary if I've ever read one. Finland creates a city for the homeless, and then there's a housing crisis because of fungus. What? What did the fungus do? What did they do to the people? What did they do to the houses? That now that I guess they took over the houses, huh? And then you're given a tenement. Hmm. I need to look up this game. Now I'm kind of interested. Where is it on? Is it like on itch.io or is it on Steam or where? The brain has been tickled. Steam? Roger. It's great. I'm gonna take your word for it. Aben. Sour. Freaking, that's a strange pronunciation. Well, strange name spelling. An urban survival RPG where you become the property manager for a rundown, unfinished tenement building in an isolated quarantine district of Abensur, pronounced open sewer. Open sewer. Maintain and upgrade your tenement for rent, uncover the secrets of this infamous district, and grow your wealth. Okay. It's an early development, though. Gotta be a little careful with early development games. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, though. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Let me look at the specifications and whatnot. I always triple check specifications for this kind of stuff. You can run it on a toaster. How much is it? $19. $19. Not bad, not bad. It is one of those management games. Sorta, kinda, it seems. But, yeah. It does seem interesting. How long have you been playing it for? Like, a long while or a little bit? You'll love it. You can get addicted to drugs, then then go cold turkey, get so depressed your character starts self-harming. That's it's a series of events for sure. You've been playing it for like 3 days. What? Why even have that as a mechanic? I mean, like, I guess that's like kinda real, but like, holy shit. Just the fact it can have that mechanic. Yikes. They're definitely going full Europe. It's canon to Europe? I suppose so. Just go wholly European. Why not? Moly. Why is like is it made? I assume it's made by Europeans if it is like this, you know? I doubt it is made by non-Europeans. You can make your own alcohol? Holy. I assume you can make it out of the mushrooms that are going around, eh? I don't know why I said A. I'm not Canadian. One of the options available is fecal wine, yes? Oh. Fecal wine? Isn't that just poop? How do you even make poop into... How does that work? That shouldn't work. You... What? Fecal wine my ass. That's gross and does not sound real. Fermented poop wine. Ew. That that sounds like something straight out of a dystopia, which I guess, considering it is a city for the homeless that gets infested by fungal virus, yeah, I suppose that fits. But it's Finland, Finland. They surely should have a better time at it than typical Europe. At least that's what I would imagine. Maybe not, maybe not. Goodness. Sometimes I forget people just make some wacky shit. That reminds me of that one game that you live in like some, I don't know if it's like Finnish. It's the one, the guy on YouTube who has like the icon, his like character is a frog in a suit. Like he played a bunch of that, and you can have like a car and you live in like a small town or whatever. I forget what that one's called because it's probably also a foreign name. But there's that game too. My Summer Car. That one. That one, exactly. My Summer Car. I saw that guy play a lot of that. It was surely ripe with some stupid shit, for lack of a better word. What other games are like that? I suppose there's probably a bunch of copycat games that are similar enough. Oh, I'm growing tired. I mean, growing, like, dumb. Am I growing dumb, or is the dumb just leaking out of me today? I need to come up with a proper logo. I just remember that. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be a smart boy. I think this week is gonna be a little bit more productive than usual. Slightly more productive. Not productive by a lot. Just slightly more so. I don't remember when I used to play freaking Death's Gambit. I never finished that game. Never did. And never will. It's just not gonna get done. Ever. And here I was thinking about like other similar games. I was like, oh man, what about this game? What about that game? And I was like, then I thought about it and I was like, I didn't even finish the first of its kind that I played myself. So, let alone any other that's probably a lot more difficult. Like frickin' Hollow Knight or something like that. Like, if I didn't enjoy Death's Gambit, I'm not gonna enjoy something like Hollow Knight. It's just not gonna work. Any games that have been on any of y'all's radar, anyways? Not that I'm talking about like random little games like that. Anything new coming out? I did remember there was that one like pixel first person. I can't remember what the name of it was. It was like a not a parody per se, but it reminded me only ever so slightly of the Metal Gear like Solid games, just because it's like a stealth game where you're like some military guy, or at least I assume some military guy. Forgot the name of that one though, so I'm gonna have to like look it up on itch.io because that's where I first saw it. I don't know if it's on it's probably also on Steam. Hmm. Let me see. Tag stealth. There's a lot of games here that go under stealth that are definitely more actiony than stealthy. Okay, that's the top games. There's some games here I wouldn't even technically. I guess they by technicality they're stealth, but like what are they doing here? Let me see. Stealth and action. If I look up both of those, maybe? Action stealth? There might be something under that. Maybe I'll find it. I kind of forget that the newest Outlast like exists at all. Freaking Outlast, what's it called? Outlast Trials. That game is so under the radar. Like I see it propping up every now and again, and some people that I watch some content of have played it, but other than that, I you just never see it around. I remember like the first two being rather popular, but this third one seems to be not so popular at all for some reason. I should play Outlast. Goodness gracious, I remember watching my buddy play Outlast on like the Xbox, I think it was. Back when the Xbox had its like mixer like stream thing. I would just like watch it as he played it, and we would both be in like voice chat or whatever, and it was just a nightmare. It was just a nightmare because I had the better headset than he did, and I don't think he even had a headset. His headset was just like the like very cheap like microphone and earpiece type of headset, so he could only really hear me talking, and I would just be like panicked all the time because I could hear the freaking dudes running around in the darkness, and he just he couldn't. He could only see them. Same thing happened when we played a Slenderman related game, like the Slenderman the 8 pages, the other one, the more I guess fleshed out one. I forget what it's called, but the same thing happened, especially in that one bit where you're in the building and you're getting chased by that like I don't know if it's like the lady or whatever, and and like he had to play with like the volume basically off, and it was just me trying to get him away and trying to tell him like she's coming this way, she's coming that way, you gotta fucking get out of there. That was fun. Just the idea, honestly, just the idea of like being the ears to somebody else and them not having any clue where the hell the monster is coming from. It just sounds like an experience. I should try and make that happen. Just what would be even crazier? One person has the eyes, the other is the only person that can move, but they can't hear or see the game, and then the other person hears the game but can't see or move, obviously. So something like that would be stupid, difficult, but I don't know, it sounds like a fun idea in my head. Man, I cannot find the game I'm looking for. Maybe it isn't on Steam. Maybe. My nose is still kind of getting, like, stuffed again. I hate that. I hate it! At least we got that medicine now. I could, like, take some later if it becomes a problem. Okay, some of these aren't even stealth games. Freaking hate Steam's search system sometimes. Ah, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Holy moly. What in the world? Now that I think about it, I still haven't gotten around to making a social media thing. The only one I've got is Discord. Heavens above. I gotta get around to doing that. Oh no, kitty. I hope that kitty's okay. This random post I saw is from like a few months ago, but I hope the cat's okay. Apparently the kitty cat got an infection. It's probably okay. Around? What do you mean around, Yuki? Around what? Around where? Get around to it? That's are you recalling back to me when I said I'm gonna get around to it? Do you like that word, Yuki? Just you like the word around? Kind of want a burrito, not gonna lie. Burrito would go kind of hard. Hey. Man, you know what I don't get sometimes? Sometimes it's hot in the nighttime, but it's cold in the morning. Pocket fish? That's just a sardine. That is just a sardine, Yuki. That is what a pocket fish is. A sardine. You guys ever had sardines? I've had sardines. They're not that good. I don't think they're that good. Mostly because of the bones. It's just like a hassle to consume. And I understand that you can technically, just crunch them bones and, swallow them down and whatnot, but it's I don't know. I just don't like that. I don't like that very much. And I gave it a good try. I bought like two little cans of sardines, and it just wasn't all that tasty. I, like, cooked them up a little bit, warmed them up on a saucepan, had seasoning and everything with them, and they just weren't hitting. They were not hitting. I think I was trying to have them because they're apparently like a good source of some vitamin. But I suppose I could just have normal, non-small fish to fulfill the same dietary needs. What if I put you in my pockets? What would you guys do? I don't know what kind of question that is. I, as you can see, I've run out of questions and the conversation pieces. How are you guys faring for this fall and winter? I don't think I'll be enjoying it as usual. Fall is gonna be fine. Winter, not so much. Not so much. Like, I'm gonna be just wearing lots of clothes all the time because turning on the heater will be too expensive. And that will be annoying. And sleeping is gonna be a nightmare. I mean, sleeping is already bad enough for me, but hey. Suppose it cannot get all that much worse. And I've thought about buying those like heated mats, those little mats, like the ones you get for cats, but for people. They're expensive and not very safe. Not very safe at all. So, that plan's out the door, out the window, out the entire planet, really. I want chocolate milk. Damn. I want chocolate milk. Shocky milk, bro. Or strawberry milk. Like yesterday, I think it was strawberry milk I wanted. Now I want chocolate milk. You know what? Both would be fine. You know how hard it is to find, like, the stuff for strawberry milk? Like, the powder? Very. Like, that shit's just not around. I don't know why. You guys think there's, like, a protein, like, powder of that kind? Just to make just water taste like strawberry milk. I should look that up. I don't know what websites one would look for protein powder in general. Jeez Louise. Louise Jeez. Jewies. That makes it sound like I'm saying Jewish. I didn't think about that. Guys, what if I was cute? You know? What if I was cuter? You know what I need? I need those, like, funny, acrobatic, like, what do you call them? I don't know what they call them. I don't know what anything is called right now. The things in which are of a shape like a damn, I can't describe shit. Never mind. Jolly's being especially torturously stupid right now. Damn. Okay, let me look it up. Acrobatic equipment, maybe? Oh, that's not. Quilt pattern. Yali, what is it, Yuki? I'm currently on a mission. How can I help you, Yuki? Equipment. There we go. You're a good person? Am I? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm happy to hear that you think I am. That makes me a little bit more joyous. It's like some kind of bar. I think you're a good person too, Yuki. You're all good people. You're all pretty good people, I think. A dip station, that's what they call it. At least on Amazon, it's called a dip station. Don't know why they call it that, but I suppose that makes sense. I need a dip station. I heard it's pretty good for multiple muscle groups. The only place I could practice doing dips of that kind are the kitchen. And nowhere else. I do not have two shares to use to do dips. Ants. Yeah, I think a big ant would be cool for like a couple seconds. But then I realized that the only big ants I know about have wings. And I don't know how cool it'll be to look at one before it starts flying. Well, to be honest, no, I think red velvet ants don't fly. They have wings, but they're flightless, I think. Which then brings up the question of why they have wings in the first place. Hmm. Are red velvet ants even ants? I don't think so. I mean, they're probably just called ants because they look like them. Let me see. Red velvet ant. There's also the red velvet wasp. Species of parasitoid wasp that ranges from Connecticut to Kansas in the north and Florida to Texas in the south. So these bastards are just kind of everywhere, huh? That's just like almost all the United States. Almost. I guess just well, the eastern half, I suppose. Where's Kansas again? Yeah, basically from like the east to the center of the US. That's where these rascals are. Interesting. They're also known as cow killers. And the females are wingless and known for their painful stings, while males have wings and do not sting. Okay, so the males have wings. Interesting. Did they fly, though? Because I heard they don't. Unless maybe they were the person I was hearing that from was just talking about the ladies of this species. They're kind of fuzzy. They got a little bit of like fuzz. I don't know if that's just like extra feelers so that they can know which way the wind blows, so to speak. You know what I gotta go to? I gotta go to like a convention or something someday. Someday long in the future. That'd be kind of cool. Never been to one. Just to walk around, see what's happening, see if there's any like art tables I could like just look at. Maybe buy a thing or two. Goofy ass fucking art. Okay. What if uh I can't think. I forgot. It's more like it. Five hot dogs, one bun. Impossible. You can do two at once, but you can't do five. Unless you stack them on top of one another. Maybe. or tape them all together, in which case you wouldn't be able to eat them. You know, piranhas are a funny looking creature when you think about it. Just a small little fish that has got little teeth. And they all swim around in a little pack and they get all skittish like most fish do. And they have such a bad reputation, a very bad reputation, of just oh, if you bleed and you fall into a lake with piranhas in it, you'll die. You'll get ripped apart. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. They're actually pretty scared of stuff, and they only really eat dead things and or fruits. I did not know they were omnivorous for a long while. I always thought they were just carnivorous, but I'm pretty sure they're omnivorous. At least I think they are. Let me double check. Blah, 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 blah. Feeding on the fish, or... Okay. Their dietary habits vary extensively. They will also take plant material, leading to their classification as omnivores. So yeah, they are omnivorous. Little critters they are. Swimming around, being all scary and spooky, and making people terrified of water. I don't think the movies helped. I still remember those 2000s movies regarding sharks and the piranhas. There was a lot of those in those days. BB. I don't know why I said that. Hmm. Apparently, whales have gang wars. That is not something I expected to see on anybody's thumbnails here on YouTube, but that's apparently a thing. Whales may have gang wars. I suppose, like, that makes some amount of sense. They generally have, like, the same food supplies, I suppose. They share the same dietary stuff to some extent. Maybe not killer whales, but you know who else is a whale? Whom? Whom would you classify as a whale, Yuki? Bao. Bao is indeed a whale. A very interesting whale of particular tastes in certain topics of the explicit variety. About the only thing I know of that woman. Hmm. Maybe I should watch a stream or two of these more popular folks. I don't usually do that. Usually. It's been a while since I've watched like a big streamer. Usually it's like either small streams or like medium of the road streamers that I watch, but I don't usually hang around to watch like the larger folks. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll learn a thing or two. Hmm. I'm just humming a lot. Sorry. I need to. What do I need to do? I'll get around to drawing again later. Tomorrow, what will we be playing tomorrow? I don't think I chose what we were gonna do tomorrow. Let me look at my schedule again. Yeah, tomorrow I just left it open. I got no clue. I'll try to find some game that I haven't played before. We'll do that. And then the day after is Undervale. And if I can't find anything to do tomorrow, then we can just chill again. Watch some stuff maybe. I don't know. Castle Crashers. I remember Castle Crashers. That's certainly a game. Most certainly. I kind of want to know what the people of Pompeii, the ones that are covered in like all the volcanic ash, taste like. I don't know. I feel like I just need to know. I need to know what volcanic ash tastes like. Just period. I wonder if you could buy a piece of a person like that. No? No to which part of that entire little dialogue? I mean, like, no, as in, like, I can't buy a piece of a Pompeii citizen? Because if so, I believe the same thing. I don't think it'll be necessary all that possible. If you meant about the volcanic ash, whether no as in don't taste the volcanic ash, people, or just volcanic ash in general, I don't know if you can stop me, I'm gonna be honest. I kinda want a helmet. Hmm. No helmet for Jolly. What would I do even, like, with a helmet? What would I do with that? Just, like, whack myself? Whack something? And use myself to whack that thing with the helmet on? I just... Oh, my bones. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. Helmet. Yes, helmet. Helmet. Helm. Helm of the Met. Helm et. Helmet. Helmet. What an interesting day today has been. Ah, goodness. I believe that we will continue to be having good days. That is what I foresee. That is what I will strive for, I should say. Foreseeing is a little too confident, and I will be humble. I will be humble. I will strive for very positive days like this in the next upcoming days. Cannot be too confident, otherwise the gods will strike me down and put me in my place again. They are very mean. Not nice. Mean. But anyhow, ah, I shall bid thee farewell for today. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. And as always, take care of yourselves, alright? I love you guys. Bye bye.